Hi everyone, Rachel Jensen here, broker owner of Luna Realty Belize here on the beautiful island of Ambergris Caye. We are on the 52nd question today of the In the Inbox series, which is when we go through our inbox and answer questions that have been asked by folks like you who are looking at real estate here in Belize. If you are new to the series, make sure you listen to the last 51 questions before this. And if you have a question that we haven't answered yet, feel free to send that over to, and we can certainly make a video for you. So we are on the 52nd question today, and this is a question from Cameron, and you'll see Cameron's name pop up a lot over the next few videos because he's asked just really great questions that I think a lot of people are thinking about, or maybe not thinking about, but should be. And so today's question from Cameron says, how good is the road access to this area? And so this question was specifically about a specific property. However, I'm taking it and I'm going to answer it more generally, because something that we forget to think about when we're looking at real estate in another country is the accessibility. Is there road access? Can I physically get to my property? And the answer may be yes, and the answer may be no. And just because you see a beautiful site map and there may be road access or easement, or you might see the easement on there, does not necessarily mean that that road is actually in and that you're able to get to it. In Belize, it's not uncommon for properties to be sold that don't necessarily have access at this point. And also, if you do buy property where you don't have an actual road, let's say there's an easement going past your property, but that road isn't in yet, if you're ready to build and you need to get your workers there and you're ready to get started, it is typically up to you as the owner of that property to put that road in. So you'll find the easements, you'll see the easements, get it surveyed, and then you will be the one who's actually paving or grading that road. So do bear that in mind. Even if it is a public access way, it does not necessarily mean it'll be funded with public money. Typically is private money or the developer's money. And there's an area here on the island called Secret Beach that we get asked about quite a bit. And Secret Beach is not all paved, and it's not paved at all. It is graded, but there's not road access to every parcel that's there either. And so we, of course, like to be upfront with you and let you know that prior to purchasing doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? It could come at some point. And if you're a land banker and you're just purchasing the property to hold on to it for a while, it's not a bad thing, right? Maybe a road will go in at some point, maybe it won't. If you do end up selling it, maybe it'll go to another land banker or investor or somebody who is willing to get access to that property. So this is important too. And also just making sure that there is an easement that passes your property is really important. I was on the phone with a client last week and she was telling me how she purchased this piece of property before we were introduced to each other. And she just found out, even though she purchased the property 3-4 years ago, that there's actually no easement to her property. We looked at the survey map, the big land surveyed map, and saw we could find her parcel number, find exactly where it was, but there actually was no road access to her property. And how it was surveyed, there was a lot here, her lot was here in the corner, and then another lot here, and her lot was just tucked in the corner where she couldn't actually get to it from what was published on the survey map to be the easement. Now, that road's not even paved to her property, so it's not like she'd be able to drive there anyway. However, this was a big surprise to her because she was not informed that initially by the real estate agent. So I would always recommend that you ask the real estate agent, is there an easement? And what does the road access look like right now? Those are two different questions. Is there access to it right now? Meaning, can I drive there? And is there a public easement if there isn't access to it right now? Making sure that you're able to physically get to that property. So these are two really big questions, really important questions that you do need to be asking, because obviously, as we can see from that client there, that she was not told previously by the past developer that there was no easement there to her property. So things to keep in mind. Might be a bit of a shock for those of you who are from areas where easements and access is normal. However, welcome to Belize, welcome to real estate here. And that's the point of the series, is to make sure that you are educated. Educated buyers are the best buyers. So if you are new to real estate here, reach out for this complimentary e-copy of our lifestyle guide for foreigners, info@lunarealtybelize.com, info@lunarealtybelize.com. That comes to me as well. And a member of our team will be in touch to discuss with you your goals, timelines, interests, and then make sure that you're receiving property listings that are of interest to you. All right, everyone, my name is Rachel Jensen. We look forward to hearing from you soon and hopefully seeing you in Belize. Bye-bye.